Good evening and welcome to our post-game men's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Alan Knipe, and we'll open it up to questions for coach along with players Mason Briggs and Simon Torwey.
Yeah, I thought the thing that sticks out to me in the match was we didn't necessarily start very well in that first set. I thought they did a nice job, come out, hit some good serves. We made a couple of errors, maybe didn't get our best swing on the mat on the ball, and got ourselves down. But by 10, we were tied. So I was really, and we didn't get it all back in one serve or anything like that. So I really liked the composure of just come out, side out, get a point, side out, get a point, put ourselves right back in it, and early in the set. We were right back in that. So, and I think from the rest of the set, I thought we were pretty darn good at a lot of things. I thought we passed really, really well for the bulk of the match, and offensively we really got going as the match went on. The other part of it for me is I thought we served really well, created a lot of problems, which allowed our block to get going. I thought obviously Simon and Sky. Put up some numbers, but I thought as a unit we did a good job blocking balls. We had some good touches and we were able to get some good transition. So some really good things there, and now we get a chance to do it again, and we have a ton of respect for the physicality and the athleticism that Northridge has. They have some really good pieces, and they do some really, really good things. So it'll feel a little different tomorrow night. Make some adjustments on our side. There's a couple of things that stand out to me that I don't want to share that I think we could be a little better at. But for the most part, I really do like the approach we had after the opening bell. We didn't come out after the opening bell like we wanted to. But hats off, they're a really good team and they're feeling good about themselves, and they should feel good.
Now, before we jump into talking about the match, can we talk a little bit about the 2004 team that came back tonight? National semifinalist runners-up. Just was one of your teams early on in your coaching career, Coach. Can you talk a little bit about how special that was to have them all here?
Yeah, that's a really, really special group. They had a wonderful season that year. That was my first Final Four as a head coach. Lost a really close fifth set, but we had just a wonderful season, an amazing group of guys. 2 Olympians, 2 gold medalists on that team. A lot of other really good volleyball players with, obviously Hildebrand Steady and Paul Munoz playing libero, and Nate Hagstrom and Robert Tarr were the outsides with Jeff Wooten. Tuzinski played on the right on that team, and Duncan Buttinger, and people kind of know the David Lee name. But it was a really, really special team, and those guys kept playing volleyball at the highest level. A lot of them played for years in Europe and played on the beach, and it was great to see all their faces back here and how excited they were. But what I really appreciate from them is that they were super impressed with our current team, but this wasn't the first time they watched them. They've been watching, and that's exactly what you want in the culture and for the program, that they've been keeping an eye on the guys. They know the guys, and they were talking. A couple of guys that I talked to were talking about things that they've watched in different matches they've watched this year, and mentioned a couple of guys. So, just greatest alumni in the sport, and it was a great night again.
For Simon and Mason, how exciting was that for you guys to have them come back? And were you able to pick their brains a little bit, learn from them, and just get a chance to mingle with some of them?
Let's see if my voice survives. For me, it's always exciting to have alumni back. But like Coach said, it's not uncommon. They come in the gym frequently, and they come to our games frequently. And if they're not, they're probably watching or at least following along. So it's pretty special for me. One of the very, very amazing things about this place, and it's super nice to have them back and honestly hear Coach talk about the history and the runs that they made, and how some things haven't even changed within the program, and it's great.
I mean, the only thing I would add is those guys, as Coach said, they don't only show up to this night. They've been here all season long, other guys coming through too. And I think it's a great role model for us current players to follow in the future. We see what they're doing, how they try to give back to the program after they've left. And it's just the best thing that we could be following. So, yeah.
For Simon, it seems like you've been really getting into a good serving groove lately from last week to this week. Is there anything that you changed up, or what has kind of led to at least the results on the floor lately?
I'd say there's three aspects to it. One is a boost of confidence that comes from getting more serves in. The second one is a different toss, and third one is the balls have been pretty pumped up recently, and I've been struggling with that. I know the coach will maybe not agree with this, but it's a thing for me that the balls have to be at a certain pressure, and I do complain a lot if that's not the case. But on the flip side, if it is right, then it gives me a lot of confidence that I can do the right thing with it, and that's been showing recently.
Mason, defensively, you guys were able to pretty much shut down Kyle Hobus, one of the better outside hitters in the Big West Conference. What has kind of led to that, and how challenging can it be to do it again the next night?
Yeah, it can be very challenging. A lot of credit to him. A lot of those guys over there, we've been playing against them for a couple years now. Pretty similar to our group if you look at it. But he's a great player, super fun to play against, and to play against that physicality, just all around is super fun. And I mean, you can see just our blocking defense and kind of playing all together is the key for us.
And coaching, we can open up to the players too if they want to comment. But going to CSUN tomorrow, all-time Long Beach State, 19-16. It's pretty even there. What can be so challenging playing at Northridge?
They're a good team, and everybody plays a little better in their home gym. Everyone's more comfortable in their home gym. It doesn't matter what sport it is. Winning on the road, playing better on the road is not an easy thing to do. People take it for granted sometimes how difficult it is in any sport. So, they're a really proud program, really well coached program, and they have a lot of talent. So over the years, that's played out, and a lot of respect for them.
Well, thank you guys.
Awesome. Thanks.